Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Speaking Nerds channel. We are absolutely thrilled to have you here with us today, especially on this special day. I'm your host, Maya.
And I'm John. This is where we explore real English, the kind that helps you express yourself naturally, connect with people authentically, and join conversations that matter in everyday life. Not just phrases from books, but the language real people actually use.
Exactly right. And if you're serious about improving your English and learning how native speakers truly communicate in real situations, please show your support right now by hitting that like button and subscribing to English Speaking Nerds. Your support helps us so much and allows us to keep creating helpful content like this.
It really does mean everything to us. And today is actually December 25th, Christmas Day itself. So we're talking about something incredibly timely and useful. We're discussing how to talk about Christmas evening in English.
Talking about Christmas evening. Now, Christmas evening is such a special time. It's when the main celebrations have happened, when families are gathered together, when people are relaxing after a big day, and when the peaceful, cozy part of Christmas really begins. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, understanding how people talk about this time helps you connect with English speakers and understand the culture better.
It's everywhere in conversations right now, because Christmas evening has its own unique feeling, its own activities, its own vocabulary, and its own emotional tone. When someone talks about their Christmas evening plans or shares what they did, you need the right words and cultural understanding to join that conversation naturally.
And please stay with us until the end, because we're going to cover how to describe Christmas evening activities, how to talk about the feelings and atmosphere of this special time, how to discuss Christmas evening whether you celebrate or not, and how to share your own experiences in ways that create real connection. This is going to be really helpful.
So, let's dive right in. Maya, what makes Christmas evening different from the rest of Christmas Day?
Oh, that's such a great question to start with. Christmas evening has this completely different energy from Christmas morning or afternoon. The excitement of opening presents is over, the big meal has been eaten, and now there's this calm, peaceful feeling that settles in.
Yes, and this is what I call the Christmas evening transition.
The Christmas evening transition. I love that phrase. Tell everyone what you mean.
The Christmas evening transition is that shift in energy and activity that happens as Christmas Day moves into evening. The morning might be full of excitement and unwrapping gifts. The afternoon might be busy with cooking and eating a big meal. But the evening? The evening is when people slow down, get comfortable, enjoy each other's company without rushing, and really soak in the peaceful, cozy atmosphere. It's a transition from doing to being.
That's beautifully said. And there's actually a specific feeling that comes with Christmas evening. We call it Christmas evening coziness.
Christmas evening coziness. Explain that one.
Christmas evening coziness is that special, warm, comfortable, relaxed feeling that fills the house on Christmas evening. The tree lights are glowing, maybe candles are lit, people are full from dinner, everyone's wearing comfortable clothes, and there's this sense of contentment and peace. It's not just physical comfort, it's emotional warmth, safety, togetherness, and satisfaction. Everything feels soft and gentle.
That's exactly it. And this coziness creates perfect moments for connection, which brings us to what I call Christmas evening bonding time.
Christmas evening bonding time. That sounds lovely.
Christmas evening bonding time is when families and friends really connect on Christmas evening. Without the pressure of schedules or activities, people talk more deeply, share stories, laugh together, play games, watch movies together, or just sit quietly enjoying each other's presence. It's quality time without distractions. Some people say the evening is actually their favorite part of Christmas because of this deep connection.
I completely agree. The rushing is over, and you can actually be present with the people you love. And that's where we get into Christmas evening conversation patterns.
Christmas evening conversation patterns. Define that for us.
Christmas evening conversation patterns are the types of conversations that naturally happen during this time. People reflect on the day. Wasn't dinner delicious? Or did you see how happy she was with that gift? They share memories. Remember when we used to do this as kids? They make observations. This has been such a nice day. Or I love having everyone together. The conversations are relaxed, warm, and often nostalgic. There's no agenda, just connection.
That's perfect. And these conversations have a different tone than earlier in the day. Earlier might be excited, busy, or even slightly stressful, but evening conversations are calm, reflective, and satisfied.
Exactly. Which brings us to something important, understanding the different ways people spend Christmas evening. Not everyone does the same things. We call this Christmas evening activity variety.
Christmas evening activity variety means recognizing that people have many different ways of spending this time. Some families watch Christmas movies together. Some play board games or card games. Some go for evening walks to see neighborhood lights. Some attend evening church services. Some simply sit by the tree and talk. Some visit neighbors or friends. Some spend it quietly alone. All of these are valid ways to spend Christmas evening.
And native speakers talk about these activities in natural, easy ways. But for learners, there's often uncertainty about how to describe Christmas evening plans or experiences. It's what I call the Evening Description Challenge.
The evening description challenge. I know people struggle with this. They might know how to talk about Christmas morning or Christmas dinner, but evening feels harder to describe.
It really can be tricky, because Christmas evening is more about atmosphere and feelings than about specific events. It requires different vocabulary and a different conversational approach, which is exactly why we're doing this episode. We want to give you the language to discuss Christmas evening like a native speaker would.
So let's start with the most common question people ask. What are you doing this evening? Or what did you do Christmas evening? How do you answer these naturally?
Great place to start. When someone asks about your Christmas evening plans, they want to know the general mood and activities, not a detailed schedule. It's very casual.
So you might answer with simple, warm responses like just relaxing with family, watching Christmas movies, playing games with the kids, enjoying some quiet time, probably falling asleep on the couch, or just soaking it all in.
Those answers capture the essence without being too detailed. And that's what I call evening answer simplicity.
Evening answer simplicity. What does that mean?
Evening answer simplicity means keeping your descriptions of Christmas evenings simple and focused on the overall feeling rather than listing every single thing you did. Instead of saying, first we're going to clean up the kitchen, then watch a movie from 7 to 9, then play a card game, then have dessert, you just say, relaxing evening at home with movies and games. It's the vibe that matters, not the details.
That's such good advice, because Christmas evening is about the experience, not the schedule.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about the atmosphere. How do you describe the feeling of Christmas evening?
This is where descriptive vocabulary becomes really helpful. The atmosphere on Christmas evening is typically cozy, peaceful, warm, relaxed, calm, content, magical, intimate, gentle, or glowing.
How would you use these words in conversation?
You might say, the house feels so cozy right now. I love how peaceful everything is this evening. There's something magical about Christmas evening. It's so calm after all the excitement. The tree looks beautiful with just the lights glowing. Or, this is such a nice, relaxed evening.
What about describing what you see and feel around you?
You can describe the scene. The tree lights are twinkling, there are candles lit everywhere, everyone's curled up on the couch. The house is warm and quiet, snow is falling outside, the fireplace is going, or everything just feels soft and peaceful.
That's beautiful descriptive language. Now, what are the most common activities people do on Christmas evening? Let's give our viewers the specific vocabulary.
The top Christmas evening activities include watching movies or TV specials, playing board games or card games, looking at gifts again, trying on new clothes they received, reading new books, listening to music, sitting by the tree, having light snacks or dessert, drinking hot chocolate or tea, talking and reminiscing, taking evening walks, visiting neighbors, attending evening church services, resting or napping, and just relaxing together.
Let's break these down one by one. First, watching movies. This is probably the most common Christmas evening activity.
Watching Christmas movies is huge. Families gather around the TV with blankets and watch classic Christmas films together. It's comfortable, entertaining, and requires no effort after a busy day.
What would you say about movie watching?
You might say, "We're watching Christmas movies all evening. We always watch this movie on Christmas night. The kids are watching their new movies. We're having a Christmas movie marathon, just relaxing in front of the TV, or movie time with hot chocolate."
What are some classic Christmas movies people mention?
Common ones include Home Alone, Elf, The Grinch, It's a Wonderful Life, A Christmas Story, Miracle on 34th Street, The Polar Express, and many others. You don't need to know all of them, but these names come up often in conversation.
What about games? How do people talk about playing games on Christmas evening?
Playing games is very popular because it brings everyone together in a fun, interactive way. You might say, "We're playing board games. Game night with the family." The kids want to play their new games. We always play cards on Christmas evening, breaking out the puzzles, or everyone's playing together.
What kinds of games are common?
Board games like Monopoly, Scrabble, or newer games. Card games like Uno or poker. Puzzles are popular. Video games for younger people. Really any game that groups can play together. The specific game matters less than the togetherness.
What about food and drinks on Christmas evening? People are usually full from dinner, right?
They are, but Christmas evening often includes light snacks, desserts, and warm drinks. It's not a meal, just little treats throughout the evening.
What vocabulary do people use for this?
You might hear having some cookies, munching on leftovers, making hot chocolate, breaking out the Christmas candy, having tea and dessert, snacking all evening, trying the Christmas cookies, or sipping something warm.
What about describing these foods?
You might say, "These cookies are delicious. Perfect evening for hot chocolate. I can't stop eating these. The dessert was amazing. Nice to have something sweet." Or, "This is hitting the spot," which means it's exactly what you wanted.
What about people who go for evening walks? How do you talk about that?
Evening walks are lovely, especially in neighborhoods with Christmas lights. You might say, "We're going for a walk to see the lights," taking an evening stroll, walking off all that food, looking at decorations around the neighborhood, getting some fresh air, or nice to stretch our legs after sitting all day.
What about the lights? How do you describe seeing Christmas lights in the evening?
You might say, "The lights look beautiful at night. The whole street is lit up. Love seeing all the decorations. The lights are magical in the dark. Everything sparkles." Or, "Such a pretty sight."
Now, let's talk about the quieter activities. Some people just want to relax and do nothing special.
Absolutely, and that's completely normal and lovely. You might say, "Just sitting by the tree, relaxing on the couch, enjoying the quiet, not doing anything special, just being together, having some downtime, or taking it easy."
Is it okay to say you're tired or ready to relax?
Completely okay. Christmas Day can be exhausting. You might say, "I'm exhausted but happy, ready to just sit and relax. So full and sleepy. Time to wind down. Need to rest after today." Or, "Looking forward to putting my feet up."
What about expressing satisfaction with how the day went? What do people say?
People often express contentment on Christmas evening. You might hear, "Today was perfect. Such a good day. I love Christmas. This was wonderful. Couldn't ask for a better day. So grateful for today. That was exactly what I needed. Or, what a great Christmas.
Those are such warm expressions. What about talking about specific moments from the day?
People love reminiscing on Christmas evening. You might say, remember when Sarah opened that gift? The look on his face was priceless. Dinner turned out great. So glad everyone could be here. That was a funny moment. Or, I'll remember this day.
What about children? They're often still excited in the evening.
Yes, kids often have different energy. You might say the kids are playing with their new toys. She's been playing with that all day. He's so excited he can't settle down. They're having so much fun, playing together so nicely, or finally wearing themselves out.
What about when kids are getting tired?
You might say they're starting to crash, getting sleepy now, time for bed soon. The excitement caught up with them. Tired but wired, or fighting sleep, which means trying to stay awake even though they're tired.
Now let's talk about expressing the peaceful feeling of Christmas evening. This is important descriptive language.
This is beautiful language. You might say, I love this peaceful feeling. Everything is so calm now. This is my favorite part of the day. So content right now. Just want to freeze this moment. Feeling grateful. Or this is what it's all about.
What about describing the atmosphere around you?
You can paint a picture. The only light is from the tree. Everyone's quiet and happy. The house is warm and full of love. Can hear Christmas music playing softly. Everything feels just right. Or this is pure coziness.
What if you want to comment on how fast the day went?
That's very common. People say, can't believe it's already evening. The day flew by. Christmas went so fast. Feels like morning was just an hour ago. Time moves too quickly. Or already over for another year.
There's often some sadness that Christmas is ending, right?
Yes, bittersweet feelings are normal. You might say, sad it's almost over. Wish it could last longer. Don't want this day to end. Already missing it. But there's always next year, or grateful for the time we had.
What about people who are reflecting on the meaning of Christmas? Evening is a reflective time.
You might hear, really makes you think about what matters. It's all about being together. These moments are precious. Love is what Christmas is about. So thankful for my family. Or this is what life is all about.
Now let's talk about how to ask questions about someone else's Christmas evening. What would you ask?
You can ask, how's your evening going? What are you doing tonight? Are you relaxing now? Did you have a good day? What's everyone up to? Are you watching anything good? How are you feeling?
These are nice, caring questions. What about asking about specific activities?
You might ask, did you watch any movies? Are you playing games? Did you go for a walk? Are the kids still up? Have you opened all your gifts? Or did you save room for dessert?
What about asking about feelings and atmosphere?
You can ask, is it peaceful there? Are you enjoying the evening? Does everything feel cozy? Are you glad to be done with the busy part? Are you happy with how today went?
Now, what if someone doesn't celebrate Christmas? How do they participate in conversations about Christmas evening?
Such an important question. You can still join these conversations authentically without pretending to celebrate.
What could they say?
You might say, I'm not celebrating, but I hope you're having a lovely evening. Sounds so cozy. Enjoy your time together. I love hearing about your traditions. That sounds really nice. What a peaceful way to spend the evening. Or, I'm having a quiet evening too.
You're showing interest and warmth without pretending to have experiences you don't have.
Exactly. You're part of the conversation in your own authentic way.
What about if someone asks directly what you're doing for Christmas evening?
You can be honest and pleasant, not celebrating Christmas, but having a relaxing evening. Just a regular evening for me. I don't celebrate, but I'm enjoying the peaceful atmosphere. Or, I'm having a quiet night. How about you?
That's perfect. You acknowledge without making it awkward.
Right. And you can always turn the question back to them to keep the conversation flowing.
Let's talk about common phrases and expressions specific to Christmas evening. What do native speakers say?
A big one is winding down, which means gradually relaxing and slowing down after activity. We're winding down now, or just winding down from a busy day.
What else?
People say calling it a night, which means deciding to end activities and go to bed soon. I think I'm calling it a night. Or we're about ready to call it a night. What about describing comfort?
You'll hear getting cozy or getting cozy on the couch, or just getting comfortable for the evening. Also, settling in, which means getting comfortable in a place for a while, settling in for a movie. What about expressions about being full from dinner?
People say stuffed, which means very full. I'm so stuffed, or ate too much. Also, food coma, which is that sleepy feeling after eating a lot. I'm in a food coma, or that meal put me in a food coma.
What about expressions regarding the tree or lights?
People say the lights are twinkling, or glowing, or sparkling. The tree is twinkling, or love watching the lights glow. You might hear basking in the glow, which means enjoying being in the warm light.
What about expressions regarding togetherness?
You'll hear quality time, which means meaningful time together. Enjoying quality time, or nice to have quality time together. Also, making memories, which means creating experiences you'll remember. We're making memories.
What about expressions that show satisfaction?
People say couldn't be better, which means perfect. This evening couldn't be better. Or doesn't get better than this, which means it's as good as it can be. Also, this is the life, which expresses contentment.
Those are wonderful expressions. Now let's talk about Christmas evening at different stages of life. It's different for everyone.
Great point. For children, Christmas evening might still be exciting. They're playing with new toys, maybe watching new movies, still full of energy. Parents might be trying to calm them down for bed.
What would parents say?
Parents might say, "Time to settle down. Let's wind down now. Bedtime is coming soon. One more movie and then bed. You've had such a big day." Or, "Let's do some quiet activities now."
What about for teenagers?
Teenagers might be on their phones, showing friends their gifts, texting, maybe watching TV with family, but also doing their own thing. They might say, "Just chilling, hanging out, on my phone," or "watching stuff."
What about adults without children?
They might have very relaxed evenings. "Just the two of us tonight. Peaceful evening at home. Finally some quiet. Enjoying our time together." Or, "Nice to not have any plans."
What about elderly people?
For older people, Christmas evening might be especially meaningful. Grateful to have everyone here. These moments mean everything. Remembering past Christmases, or treasuring this time together.
What about people spending Christmas evening alone?
Some people are alone by choice or circumstance. They might say, "Having a quiet evening to myself. Peaceful solo Christmas. Enjoying the calm. Video calling family." Or, "It's actually nice to have some solitude."
And that's perfectly valid. Not everyone has big family gatherings.
Absolutely. Christmas evening looks different for everyone, and every experience is okay.
Let's talk about the timing. When exactly is Christmas evening? What hours?
Christmas evening typically means from late afternoon through bedtime, usually starting around 5 or 6 p.m. after dinner is done, and going until people go to bed, maybe 9, 10, 11 p.m. or later.
So it's the final stretch of Christmas Day.
Exactly. It's the conclusion of the holiday, and it often has this feeling of not wanting the day to end, but also feeling tired and ready to rest.
What about if people are leaving? Many families gather at one house and then people leave in the evening.
Yes, saying goodbye is common. You might hear, "Time to head home. We should get going. Better hit the road. Thanks for having us. This was wonderful. Drive safely. Merry Christmas again." Or, "See you soon."
How do hosts respond?
Hosts might say, "Thanks for coming. So glad you could be here. Drive carefully. Get home safe. We loved having you. Come back soon." Or, "Merry Christmas."
What about the feeling after guests leave?
The house might be quiet. You might say, "Quiet now. Just us again. They just left. House feels empty." On the positive side, nice to have everyone over. that was fun, or good to see everyone.
Let's talk about technology on Christmas evening. Are people on phones and computers?
Definitely. People often share photos on social media, video call distant family, text friends, or just browse their phones while relaxing.
What do people say about this?
You might hear, posting Christmas photos, texting my sister, video calling grandma, showing everyone my gifts online, scrolling through Christmas posts, or staying off my phone tonight to be present.
Some people make a point of not using technology, right?
Yes, to focus on family. They might say, phone-free evening, no screens tonight, just being present, unplugging for Christmas, or quality time without devices.
Both approaches are fine. It's personal preference.
Absolutely. There's no wrong way to spend Christmas evening.
What about Christmas evening traditions? Do families have specific things they always do?
Many families have traditions. You might hear, we always watch this movie on Christmas evening. Every year we play this game. It's tradition to have hot chocolate before bed. We always read the Christmas story. Or, evening walk is our tradition.
These traditions make it special.
They create continuity and meaning. People love their traditions.
What about starting new traditions?
People say, starting a new tradition this year. Maybe we should make this our thing. I want to do this every year. Or, this could be our new tradition.
That's sweet. Let's talk about the emotional side. Christmas evening can bring up various feelings.
So true. You might feel grateful, content, peaceful, nostalgic, tired, happy, sad that it's ending, reflective, blessed, warm, or even a bit melancholy.
How do you express gratitude?
You might say, so grateful today, feeling blessed, thankful for my family, appreciate these moments, lucky to have this, or counting my blessings.
What about nostalgia?
Reminds me of childhood, thinking about past Christmases. Remember when we used to, takes me back, or makes me think of my parents.
What about the bittersweet feeling that Christmas is ending?
Sad it's over already. Wish we could do it all again. Want to hold on to this feeling. It goes too fast. Or, until next year.
But there's also satisfaction that it went well.
Today was perfect. Everything turned out great. Couldn't have asked for better. This was exactly what I needed. Or, mission accomplished.
Let me ask you something personal, John. What does Christmas evening mean to you?
Oh, I love this question. For me, Christmas evening is when I can finally breathe and appreciate everything. The morning is exciting, but a bit chaotic. Dinner is delicious, but requires work. But evening is pure relaxation. I love sitting with the people I care about, the tree lights glowing, maybe a movie playing, just being together without any agenda. There's this deep peace that comes over me. I feel grateful, content, and connected. Those quiet moments mean everything. What about you, Maya?
For me, Christmas evening is magical. I love when the house gets quiet and cozy, when everyone's comfortable and full, when we're all just existing together in this warm bubble of contentment. I love the soft conversations, the gentle laughter, the way time seems to slow down. I love looking around and seeing the people I love relaxed and happy. It's the most peaceful part of Christmas for me. And I always feel a little sad when it ends, like I want to freeze that moment and live in it longer. But that's what makes it precious, right? That it's fleeting and special.
That's beautiful, Maya. And that's really what we wanted to share today. The language to talk about these meaningful moments, these feelings, these experiences that make Christmas evening special.
Exactly, because when you have the vocabulary and the cultural understanding, you can share your experience, whatever that experience is, in ways that create real connection with others.
And you can appreciate other people's stories too.
You can understand what they're describing and respond in meaningful ways.
So we want to hear from you. Tell us in the comments, what are you doing this Christmas evening? Or if Christmas is over in your time zone, what did you do? Use some of the vocabulary we discussed today.
And if you don't celebrate Christmas, tell us how you're spending this December evening. All perspectives are welcome here. This is a practice space. Try out the language, share your thoughts, see what feels natural.
If you found this conversation helpful and learned new ways to talk about Christmas evening in English, please give us a big thumbs up. It really helps other learners discover this content.
And please share this video with someone who's learning English. Maybe someone who wants to understand these cultural conversations better, or needs the vocabulary to describe peaceful, cozy evenings. This might give them exactly what they've been looking for.
Subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notified about our next episode. We're going to keep exploring real communication, real conversations, real life in English.
Until next time, stay nerdy, stay curious, and remember that your voice matters. Your experience is valid, and you can join any conversation with authenticity and confidence.
See you next time.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Happy holidays. Bye.